I'll take another round of questions then, or do you want to say something?
Yeah, for the first question from Bangladesh. Yeah. Well, the question is really interesting to see how also. Well, it may be better to Glenn to respond, but the work that UNISDR is doing with a number of governments since a number of years, also with support from the EU, is that they build the capacities to strengthen the national loss databases. Yeah, and this work is still continuing. And then also the capacities to do national risk assessment, to develop a national risk profile with kind of also different tools, methodologies. And then all this information is used in the national planning and the budgeting to better target the funding that is also allocated to actions in the area of disaster risk reduction and climate adaptation. So this process is being carried forward in different countries with a number of partners, also local partners and regional partners, regional organizations. I don't think that Bangladesh was part of the countries so far, but in a number of countries in Southeast Asia were part of this process, and now I think also we work also with UNISDR to implement this process at the city level. So we have now started a project with targeting 20 cities to help them in developing their local city resilience plan, based on also the tools that UNISDR is using, the scorecard, for example, scorecard and the 10 essentials for cities. And I think also civil society actors should play a more active and prominent role in this type of projects, so that it's not limited to building capacities of the national government, stakeholders and the local governments, but it is really an interactive process with local community and NGOs, civil society, and maybe also the private sector.
Thank you, Justice. Thank you. Okay, I'm aware that time is ticking, so quick, we'll take two more questions. Two more questions. We have lady over there and gentleman over there. I'll just have to go for those two because there's a session after this session in this room, so we're going to have to. I'm sorry, Haji, we're going to have to go to.
Thank you very much. I am from Colombia, and I was wondering if you could share some experience about working with the groups that do have the power, that have the economical and the political power. For example, in Colombia, cattle farming and cattle groups, they are the ones changing the land around, so increase the hazards for the local people. So if you don't work with them, you can work with the locals, but you won't change the risk. So if you could share something about it.
Okay, so be thinking about that one panel. And last question, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm from UNAIDS, Mamadi, and I'm representing the Executive Director here. We have been quite extremely, I would say, I think there have been different information coming to our attention that, the role of the network of people living with HIV are not fully reflected in some of those community discussions. So I'm quite extremely keen, taking into account that, that group seems to be quite really marginalized, and most of the time they do not have a voice. So what is your experience so far, and how far we can quite really boost a bit the overall work on that field? Thank you.
Okay.